Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's Inspirational Moment on this Tuesday, and I'm an inspirational ELA teacher. I just first, before I get into our talk today, I just want to say how proud I am of you, how inspired I am by how hard each of you are working. When I read through your assignments and I grade them and I look at all the work, I can picture your face when I look at when I'm grading because I can't see you guys. I hear your voices on Zoom, but I can never see you guys. So I do miss you guys, and I just want to commend all of you guys who have been consistent. You've been consistent. Shout out to all those who have been consistent because consistency is key. See, the thing is, and this is not even what our talk is going to be about today, but here's what it is: when you're consistent, that's when good things happen for you. You can't go to the gym once a week and then expect to lose weight and be strong. You can't go every once in a while and expect to be super fit. You can't go to music practice some days and then expect to be this amazing grand singer. It doesn't work like that. It requires practice. How can you be a good soccer player if you don't practice drills and you don't practice often? It doesn't work that way. You have to practice. You have to put in the work. You have to do your best in order to get your best. But I think a lot of times we think, oh, if I just do a little bit here and a little bit there, I'll be okay. At least I'm passing. No, that's just barely making it. Matter of fact, that's not even scratch what I was going to talk about today. Let's get into this. When I was growing up, I would bring home my report card, and I'll tell my mom, I'll say, "Oh, mom, here goes my grade," and she goes, "Hmm, what is the C? Is that C?" "Yeah, mom. It's passing." And my mom goes, hold on, I'm sorry. A C pretty much shows me that you just showed up and did the bare minimum. A C is just doing the basic just to get by. I believe that you are greater and better than just making C's. So I knew that my mother had the faith and the belief that I could do more and do better than just mediocre, right? And so when we kind of show up little by little, just to get by, just to do enough, because that's passing, that's just you doing the bare minimum, right? That's just you doing the bare minimum just to get by. And I'm not being insensitive to the time that we're in because we're in a tough time. And I understand times is different. It's hard on us. It's different. So if you are experiencing a hardship, I am not talking to you, and please forgive me. But what I want you to do is I want you to excel. I want you to shoot for the best in life. I don't want you to just do the bare minimum. I don't want you to do that. If you have the ability, if you have the laptop and the Wi-Fi and the time to do better, I want you to strive to do better. Because listen, it's not about being perfect. It's about training yourself to do your best, training yourself for that one day when you get that big job, where you get that big opportunity, and you have to give your best. This is training. This is training right now. What you're doing in school, you're learning the knowledge about how to write and how to read, how to do math and science. But in the reality, you're training. You're training for that big job. You're training for that big opportunity. You're training for that thing you've always wanted, where it requires you to push a little harder. It requires you to meet the deadline. It requires you to do the very best that you can do. How can you be the best YouTuber and you only give bare minimum work? How can you be the best soccer player if you just do bare minimum? So are we pushing for more or are we just doing the bare minimum? And I think the thing is, I think we get so afraid of failure. We get afraid of what if we lose or what if it's not right before we even do it. Trust me, I struggle with that. I wouldn't do an assignment or I wouldn't do work because I was just afraid that it just wouldn't work out or wouldn't be good enough. Or what if it was wrong? So I just was fearful to even start. I just wouldn't even begin. That's not how that works. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Okay? Push for yourself. I remember there was this quote that I heard the other day when I was in my fitness class. And my instructor, Angela Davis, she said, a soldier does not fight because he knows that there's victory. He fight because he has to. Sit on that. A soldier does not fight because he knows or she knows that they're going to win in the end. They fight because they know that they have to. There's a goal there. There's a purpose there. They don't do it just because, oh, I think I'm just going to win. I'm just looking for that win. You do it because you know you have to, because you got it in you. So don't just do the work and just push yourself every day just because you are just expecting A pluses. Do it because you are desiring to learn. You're desiring to have more knowledge. You're desiring to do your best because one day, mark my words, all this will come into play. Your boss might not ask you to write a 5 paragraph essay about analyzing 2 stories, but they might ask you to write a proposal that will pay you good money. They might not ask you to analyze 2 books, but they might ask you to analyze a situation that can possibly put you at the top of a big company, or put you at the top of a big label, or put you at the top of a big acting agency. You never know. So right now you're doing the work. So don't settle for less. Push yourself for more. Happy Tuesday.